Hey, what is up guys? Woo here, back with a brand new video, and today we are going to be going over the new My Hero Academia chapter 217. Now obviously there are going to be spoilers for this chapter, so if you guys don't want spoilers then please leave now. Obviously you guys can download the Viz Media app and the Shueisha app, I think that's how you pronounce it, and the Shonen Jump app on your phone or tablet or whatever you use if you want to read these yourselves and support the official release. So be sure to do that, guys. And without further ado, let's just get started on this review over this newest chapter. So basically, I like this chapter. I'm gonna give it like a solid 7 out of 10. It's above average. I mean, I've never given a chapter below 5, so you know, there you go. But yeah, let's just get started with what happens. So basically, the chapter opens up. It's the same day as the training exam, and you see Bakugo and Deku fighting because, well, Bakugo wants to make Deku pull out the Quirk Black Whip again, and they also have a conversation about One For All and why all of a sudden this Quirk kind of came out. Basically, they're all just trying to theorize, and Bakugo likes to believe that All For One is somehow involved with this because One For All was originally from All For One. So that's actually a pretty interesting idea that Bakugo has there, but they kind of just disregard it. So we're just gonna ignore that. I mean, if Bakugo's right, then good on him, because he's a smart character. So I like that concept that All For One probably has something to do with it. But Bakugo speculates that the reason why he can't pull out Black Whip is because he's not in danger, because he knows Bakugo won't hurt him or do anything crazy like that. Well, he's gonna hurt him because they're fighting, but you know what I mean. He's not gonna kill him. But then Deku theorizes that it's because, he thinks that the power is meant to be used when he's mastered 100% of One For All, so that's why it's not coming out. And this is a great way to nerf Deku, since a lot of people are speculating that, Deku's too OP now and whatnot. This is just one of the many great ways to nerf him, in that sense that he's not even using those quirks because they're not even coming out because of his mental perception of the fact that it's too dangerous. And also he can't even use it for that long anyway. Horikoshi just nerfing the 6 quirks, which I do like a lot. Anyway, so we get back to the dorm rooms. Everybody in Class 1A is kind of goofing around, and we see a picture of Mineta being trapped in some little contraption. I found that kind of funny. And also Todoroki talks to Midoriya and kind of basically just says that, yo, you told me to come at you with everything during the sports festival, but here you are hiding a second quirk, so that's a little hypocritical. And Deku basically does some damage control, saying that it's just a deviation of his quirk. They're the same quirk, it's just a new ability of the quirk that he didn't know existed. So, yeah. And then we also see Todoroki finally text his father, Endeavor, and he wants to learn more about his fire side. I'm assuming the technique he tried to do during this newest arc, the Blue Flames, I think is what it was called. So I think he's going to ask his father on how to do that, and they're going to train. Maybe we'll see Todoroki and Endeavor train. That'd be pretty cool. And then the next day, we see Principal Nezu and all the teachers talking about the Shinso's results, and basically they said he was going to be in the hero course, and what I'm speculating is that he's going to Class 1A because of this little thing Aizawa's presenting the information, it looks like, and everything. So yeah, I mean, the perfect excuse for him to be in Class 1A, because if you guys don't remember, back in the sports festival arc, everybody had to try so hard, because if a student does well enough, they can kick one of the students out who underperformed during the sports festival and replace it with a kid that performed very well. So if you think about it, if the traitor gets revealed, the traitor obviously is going to get kicked from UA High, and then that spot's going to be empty, and then Shinso can just take that spot. So that would be a perfect segue if they wanted to do that. But who knows, maybe Horikoshi is just going to not do that, and maybe the traitor will get found out in the second year of UA High, and then everybody's like, oh my god. But we'll see. We find out that Monoma, I forgot his name, Monoma basically tried to copy Aries' quirk, but it didn't work. So it's really interesting how they explain it. So basically, he can only copy a quirk's nature. So, for example, if he tried, I'm using the example they used in the manga, but for example, if he copied Fat Gum's quirk, it wouldn't be that effective because it's Fat Gum's fat that absorbs all the damage and stuff. And since Monoma is more of a slim character, it really wouldn't help him out that much. And for example, with One for All, he wasn't able to use the quirk because he was able to copy the nature, but he can't like use those kind of like stockpiling kind of quirks very well. So, I mean, like Deku says, that's a good thing because if he, you know, he would have blown up if he didn't. So, yeah. And then Eri basically apologizes because she feels like everything's her fault, which, you know, that's natural for a little girl her age, and especially with everything she's been through. And then Deku basically says, you know, quirks are kind of a double-edged sword, and he uses a knife, and he says, like, knives are dangerous, but it cuts delicious food and whatnot. So he's basically trying to comfort Eri, and he gives his classic Deku smile, which makes everyone's day. And then that's the end of this chapter. Now, from what I know, they also released a few more of the My Hero Academia Smash chapters at the end. If you guys don't know what those are basically little gag chapters that they put at the end of the My Hero Academia chapters. We're getting volume 1 of them in, like, April, I believe, but that's really not important to this right now. Anyway, so that's pretty much how the chapter goes. Now, in my opinion, what the next arc is going to be, it's probably going to be a League of Villains arc, because I've kind of been sensing a theme. It normally goes, like, 1 to 2 arcs of just them doing class shenanigans, then it segues into a League of Villains arc, and that's basically how they've been doing it this entire time. So I would not be surprised if that's where this goes, but yeah. Also, let's talk about this. The My Hero Academia is on break next week, so next Friday, no new chapter. So basically, I'm going to pull up a calendar real quick. The next chapter is going to be on March 1st or March 3rd. Obviously depends if you're using the Viz Media app or using third-party streaming. If you're using third-party streaming, then March 1st. But if you're not using third-party streaming, then March 3rd. So that's just a little update for you guys. That's pretty much it for my opinion on this chapter. I really liked it. I don't really have much to complain about. Yeah, I'm just really interested to see what the next arc is, because, you know, whatever the next arc is will be really interesting and cool to find out. But with that all being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like, favorite, comment, subscribe. I try to do My Hero Academia videos once a week. I mean, I am pretty bad at my upload schedule, but you guys will see I'm trying my hardest to pump out some My Hero Academia videos for you guys whenever I get the chance. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.